From the maw of hell, a wreath of flames surround myself. This violence so kind reminds me I'll always be on the edge of mortality. Burn you alive, purify you inside. If you're living a lie, it's something I'm sure to find. Stare at your soul, let the fear take control. If your heart's grown too cold, it's best you're prepared to die. Killing and saving, two sides of the same thing. It's always the same thing that brings me back. Enslaving, it's all in the name. I'm a ghost spawned from the darkest black. I'm the ghost that spawned from the black. I'm the ghost that spawned from the black. In you I see another version of me. Maybe in another distorted reality. Could we change?
I will keep an eye if everything is okay. I see the starting stream. Do you want me to? Oh, hello. I
Hello.
got caught off guard.
Hi. Hey, guys. Yo, I need to wake up. Hang on, let me drink some water.
Yeah, we're on screen right now. Hello, everybody. I guess I will do this because I have a loud voice. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Fan Battle Cast. It is me, Saul, not your host today. That will be Table. And today we are debating Dan Kuso from Bakugan. This is, I'm going to butcher this, Gingka Hagane?
Gingka Hagane.
Yeah, something like that. From Beyblade. I will be representing Dan, who will be representing Gingka.
Yeah, I'm representing Gingka.
And then we have Monarch.
Hey, wait, damn, you just did that?
I'm assuming that's that. I wasn't expecting us to go live so quickly.
Oh, sorry.
I have been caught out. I guess, who do you want to start with 60 seconds? Who wants to go first? Gilded, do you want me to go first?
You go ahead. Your name's first in the title, anyways.
Damn it, that's my argument for whenever I don't want to go first.
You're caught in it now.
Yeah, get my 60 seconds up, gang.
Okie dokie. And your 60 seconds start now.
Okay, so basically, Dan was like this really normal kid, and he's like, "Ah, man, I'm so tired of playing boring games. We're gonna invent our own called Bakugan," which with his friends would create a group known as the Battle Brawlers. Yeah, everything's so cool, but then Dan like goes into battle and discovers like a talking Bakugan who he nicknames Drago, and they become like the best of friends. Bakugans are weird because they like help from like an alternative universe. Bakugan lore is so weird, but basically they go on a journey with each other to try and beat this bad guy known as Masquerade from taking this thing called the Silent Call. Dan is a very powerful individual. His bond with Drago is very strong from like the amount of evolutions that they have and the different powers. I just think that Dan quite literally just has everything he needs within his partner to win.
And got it right at the end. Alrighty then. That means Gilded, are you ready for your 60 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay then. Here we go.
All right. So, Beyblade, let it rip. the main character of the show with that iconic theme, Gingka Hagane, he was just a guy living in a small village. His father was the defender of a powerful Beyblade that he would defend with his own Beyblade, Storm Pegasus. One day, his village got raided, and that Forbidden Bay got stolen, and his father presumed dead. Now, Gingka travels around the world with Storm Pegasus, fighting different Beybladers, trying to find the person who stole this Forbidden Bay. He's gotten multiple power boosts since then, and by the end of the series, is considered the strongest blader in the world. I think with his experience, the skills, and the fuck-ass Beyblade scaling, he should be able to win.
All right.
Right then. Now, I already have to come in here with a very important question. Which of these guys gets low diffed and which one gets mid diffed by the guy from Duel Masters?
Ooh.
Because we know that Duel Masters is more real than Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they know Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a TV show. Therefore, yeah, autograph Duel Masters. There you go. Anyway, who wants to get started with the actual arguments?
Well, it depends on what you guys want us to start with.
I
I guess
mean, we usually wait till later. Oh, so go ahead.
I'd say we should probably break down their partners, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this is essentially a 2v2
Mhm.
in terms of Dan and I think probably won't be doing the fighting themselves. Am I right in assuming that?
I mean,
Uh,
in Beyblade fights, the person who shoots out the Bay, they take battle damage too. And like, do you still have that one image of the guy getting impaled table?
I believe I do. Let me see if I can grab that.
People were getting jumped in Beyblade. They were getting impaled. They were forced to retire and after getting PTSD from a loss.
Jeez.
And yeah, as you see here.
Oh, this stupid image.
So what is happening what is that with bro? He's not chilling.
He fought against Ryuga,
Mhm.
got impaled, but you know he was fine because there was no wound, but he still got fucked up.
Yeah,
Like they take battle damage from it.
From what I've seen from Bakugan, I don't believe it's the same thing in terms of battle damage. I could be completely wrong, but from what I remember, it's just it's about defeating the Bakugan themselves. It's like Pokemon, where it's like once the player has no longer any Bakugan left, they just really can't do anything.
Despite
So-
being monsters in balls, it's more like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, so there isn't like an individual life force attachment, which I think actually that's probably pretty important for this matchup. In terms of one pair have like a life force link almost, and the other are kind of independent of each other. Of course, like game rules and stuff is weird to translate into versus debating, but just from that get-go. Anyway.
I mean, it's probably easier than Beyblade against a Power Ranger.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, you're probably
Yeah.
right. So, do you want to start by explaining your character's partner?
Sure, since I have less forms.
Yes, we might be here for a while.
Pegasus. It was made to counter the evil forces of Lightning El Drago. And it's as Gingka has traveled, he's gotten new forms of it. It first started out as Storm Pegasus, which if we want to start out with some feats and stuff, can you pull up the Galaxy Nova?
Yeah. That was a video, right?
That was a video, yeah.
I need to upload that. Galaxy Nova.
But this is one of the fastest Beyblade feats, and it was done by Storm Pegasus, which is the weakest Pegasus form, by the way. I remember mentioning this in the Ryuga cast, but yeah.
It's taking a minute.
I'm surprised you're going into stats so early.
Yeah, I'm holding. Oh my god, my ears.
Oh, Jesus, that's loud.
I'm only going into stats because it's kind of relevant because this is the weakest version of Pegasus that did it.
That's oh shit. Okay.
Going
This dude
between
would've known
galaxies
math
in seconds, but then we got Galaxy
Okay.
Pegasus because after that big move, Storm Pegasus just kind of disintegrated. And Galaxy Pegasus was a prototype that was much more powerful than Storm Pegasus. And later on, it would get upgraded to Cosmic Pegasus. And then in a sequel series that Gingka is barely in, he has Samurai Pegasus. We're going to mostly be talking about Cosmic Pegasus. But yeah, that's all of it contains it contains the spirit of the Pegasus, draws power from the constellation, that stuff.
And
It's a blue top.
I see we do have a question here. Are we going to have to bring up Moses scaling again?
I will try not to make it a running gag like I did with.
Because when
But
I
I will
remember, the
say-
Moses scaling was like the low end somehow.
It is low end, yeah. It's like I remember seeing a calc for it, and it was like mountain level. That is, that Beyblade's way beyond that. Like the lowest you could consistently get it is planet level.
Well, if it's Moses scaling and it's the power of God, that would mean it's like all powerful, omniscient, and all powerful.
Oh yeah, 12D Beyblade.
Fair enough. So I'll go into Drago a little bit. So
I think we lost Moloch for a bit.
We
But
lost.
Oh,
Moloch.
no.
get him back.
Oh no!
I did notice he was frozen for a bit there.
where is Moloch? Is he safe? Is he all right?
Did the Beyblades get him?
Did Moses get him?
Did Twisted Tempo get him?
There's so many people who could have gotten him.
Got jumped.
Where is bro?
Let's just continue while we wait for him
Sure.
to come back.
So basically, to explain, Bakugans are split into different element types. I will, guys. Guess what? Guess what this? Guess what this fire dragon is? Wow. He's a Pyrus. So there's Pyrus, Ventus, Subterra, Aquas, Hadus, and Darkus.
I would have.
So this
rock.
is the attribute of fire. And basically, basic Pyrus Bakugan radiate heat from around them and can just live in places as hot as the Earth core. So any fire stuff isn't really going to matter. I don't think you were ever going to bring that up, though.
I mean, just go ahead.
Yeah. There are two other things that most of the Pyrus ones are able to do, which is they have an ability called Firewall, that if an opponent enters, all of their stat increasing effects are negated. So pretty good if you want to get rid of someone's stats. And then if they can reduce their opponent's strength without causing physical damage, the opponent just cannot move. So if they drop them to 0 without, doing any damage stuff, paralysis. So, yes, a bit more on Drago himself is he is this big dragon he's more like a wyvern. I keep saying dragon. I should probably be saying wyvern. And he has multiple. Oh, hello, Moloch.
Hey guys, I'm back. Don't worry.
And he
Moloch
has
has escaped
multiple-
from Cactus's clutches.
Can you bring up
Yeah.
the first form, please? Table, just so we can get a visualization on what Drago actually looks like. Because some people might assume he's this small little red ball that is in my profile picture.
This one? Which is it?
Yes, so he is this big
Ooh.
dragon who is incredibly awesome in design. I'm not going to lie. I love this guy.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And in this base form, he has, Dan himself has access to these things called ability cards. which allow like he can play them alongside Drago. I don't know if there's a limit in terms of like what cards he can play with which forms, but I will go into like which cards he has used for which forms, you know? But I don't think it's like a hard limit or anything.
Oh yeah, that's right. Beyblade uses like cards to activate, right?
Bakugan, but yeah.
It
Oh,
does.
sorry, Bakugan. Sorry.
Yeah, they get rolled out onto the cards,
Okay.
which is awesome. So there are multiple different forms, so we'll kind of start with the basic ones, which are his normal Pyrus form, his Delta and Ultimate form. Basically, Bakugan's, especially someone like Pyrus himself, is have like reactive evolution type thing, where they can kind of evolve on their own free will. So forms should be able to be accessed when like is needed, basically, in terms of this fight. But there's all types of fire attacks in here. Boosted Dragon shoots a fireball. Melt Flare allows Dan to stack on top of Boosted Dragon to increase the power. He has Ultimate Boost, which makes Drago's body so hot, it increases his power. He has, in his Delta form, he has access to Wall Burst, which reflects the ability of an opponent back at them with twice the power. So if you hit someone, it's like a Wobba Fett thing, you know? You hit it, you're getting hit twice as hard. Yeah, that's kind of the one in terms of like reflecting. There's D-Strike Attack and D-Strike Extreme, which are meteor showers, which are called down from the sky. There's Draconic Reinforcement, which is a defensive ability which allows him to increase his HP. In his ultimate form, he can shoot a massive fireball that power nullifies gate cards, which gate cards are the play-in surfaces used for Bakugan. So there are certain gate cards that like people have access to that do different effects, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like Dan himself has a few and have been used with Drago. Probably the main one is the Fire Pit, which is a silver card which just kind of increases the bonuses of his fire damage. But there are a bunch in terms of like there's one just called Black Hole.
Oh.
Which increases the darkness damage.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, are we just gonna like start summoning straight up black holes in this bitch? Like,
I would not be surprised.
I mean,
yeah. So hey, you already brought up you already brought up some big stuff. You stay out of my territory, Mister. So there's Exceed, which allows basically he has the range of an entire battlefield when he's in his ultimate form in terms of a fireball. Draconic Ogre, which he charges at an opponent, and then Boosted Ultima, which he shoots a stream of massive fire that knocks people back, which gives him a stat boost while lowering the power of his opponent. Is there anything you would want to talk about as well with your Beyblade, let it rip?
Sorry, could you repeat that? I was checking some.
Is there anything that you want to bring up in terms of like, because I know I'm talking a lot, so
in terms of
your character, in terms of your what you're thinking,
what your Beyblade can do.
Because I'm only halfway done, and I'd rather we go into yours if we can.
All right, I'll start getting into some special moves, as I feel like that can be used to talk about some things. You got your standard Star Blast attack, Tornado Wing, Meteor Shower. A Stormbringer could be interesting because It is capable of creating a vacuum that extinguishes fire.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of that, but I also gotta ask, what's like the intensity of the fire? It's because I
It
think
was
there's a difference between like Pyrus' normal fireballs and the stuff that's like rupturing the ground.
I'm looking at the clip, and from the clip, it covers the entire stadium they're in, and it just a giant pillar of flames.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's Galaxy Nova, which you saw at Storm Pegasus' weakest. That was like 2 trillion times faster than light. And then later versions of Storm of Pegasus, like specifically Samurai Pegasus, can just casually do it. And one of its big abilities, it can basically, you know how I mentioned that Ryuga can absorb negative emotions from the last cast?
Yes, I
Pegasus
remember
has
that.
something similar. It's kind of more positive emotion. Sorry,
That's okay.
but he used the power of every Blader's spirit and all their and the star fragments, which we talked about last time, and he used it to amp himself up. Like he used it to amp up Pegasus, and he beat Rago, who, if you remember from last cast, or from the Ryuga cast, beat Ryuga, who in a previous weaker form defeated Twisted Tempo, who create a pocket dimension with stars and a black hole.
I do also have an important question for the sake of this debate. Now, I know that we are focusing a lot on the 1v1 aspect, right?
Right.
Dan has used a crap ton of Bakugan in his time within the series. How do we want to handle... Because he has a bunch here that I think are like pretty important and stuff.
Jinga's fought 1v100s.
Well, can he summon them alongside?
I think it's a one at a time thing, but like these other ones being in here does mean that it could wear, you know, they have their own like abilities and stuff. Like he has like Mantris and Terra Claw, Sting Slash and Juggernaut. Siege, who's like a knight. He's awesome, by the way.
Is it like Pokemon? Can you like switch them out mid-battle?
I don't remember actually. I don't remember people switching them out. But like I want to know how we are. I think you can switch out Bakugan, but like I want to know what we're looking at in terms of that. You know.
I think to make it less complicated, we can just limit Dan to the Dragos or whatever. To make it less complicated.
I guess there's because there's stuff like there's some of the trap, like there's this one called Graphius, who is actually an Aquos, who's like the water ones, and he has an ability called Aquos Press Shield, and basically every time the opponent's power level goes up, so does he. So he basically matches your Bakugan. It's just that he can't attack until he comes out of the shield, you know? Like, I think these are pretty important to bring up. I just, you know.
Yeah.
What if I know? Because they are like Bakugan traps, which are their own kind of versions of, like, they're different. They have one attribute that kind of messes with you. Like, another one to bring up in terms of the Bakugan traps would be Darkest Darkhound, who has a thing called Dark Paralysis, who completely prevents you from activating abilities. He just completely power nullifies you.
His name is Darkest Dark.
No, Darkus is the type of one he is.
Oh.
His name is just Darkhound or Battlehound in Japanese.
Okay, because I was about to say Darkest Darkhound would be kind of a badass name. It's silly.
Darkest Darkhound is like something
That
like
is something pretty good.
Biggest
Yes.
Biggest from Monty Python. But those are there's like he also his trap ability allows him to change a Bakugan's attribute. Attributes are like they're representative of the elements, so you can switch other elements on the go. These are all things he has access to, by the way. These are just Bakugan he has. Like, I know you said about the 1v100 and stuff, but this would be a kind of a constant 1v1 where you've got like Darkhound completely nullifying your abilities, which I think is a big thing in this debate. Unless, has your character resisted power nullification?
Not that I know of.
And this is like, I've only mentioned 2 of the trap ones. There's a few other ones as well. One of my favorite is Spider Fencer, because he's not a ball, he's a cube. He's a cube, so how the hell do you roll that? He's just a cube. He's not that useful. But like, I think those are worth bringing up because from my quick little Google search, yes, you can switch out Bakugan. So, like, the Storm thing is a good counter to the base fire abilities. But as soon as Dan sees that, he's going to go, okay, I'm going to switch this out and switch off that ability. Obviously, it would be switching off all the other abilities as well, but as like a battle tactics standpoint. And I wanted to bring up some of the other ones because they're cool. Like, nobody's expecting me to bring up Frieza, who is a squid Bakugan whose ability called Freeze Jail freezes an opponent in time. Yes, that's what Frieza does. He freezes an opponent in time.
Freezer freezes? That's unbelievable.
No, but not with ice, with time.
Yeah, it still works.
Funny, his attributes are Chaos, Aquos, Pyrus, and Darkus. So, is there anything else that you want to bring up for ability stuff as well? With us, my beloved.
He could potentially knock Drago off the card, but and launch it into space. But
I love some of these have really cool names, by the way. One of them is just called Fear Ripper.
God damn.
He's not special. That's why I didn't bring him up in terms of the debate. I just kind of wanted to bring up the other ones. Also, it's funny because Frieza technically wasn't his. In Bakugan Battle Brawlers New Vestoria, he took that from Volt in the first episode. Oh, this is going to be really interesting as well because there are so Bakugan gets shot out, right?
Yeah.
There are a few buffs that you can attach to your Bakugan, such as the Bakugan Mobile Assault, which are battle vehicles, which they are awesome. They are just like the ones that he has. It's like a motorcycle. Like you can have Drago riding on a motorcycle. I don't really have an image on this because it's very it's in like one PNG, you know. But there is also the other important stuff to bring up here is the mecha gun. I think they're called. Mecha guns are as you might guess, just giant mechs that Bakugan users have access to, and they have their own list of abilities. Basically, they are biomechanical creatures that have special shields around them, and they are the concept of abilities given corporeal forms. And the
Huh.
ones that I'm not gonna argue any concept stuff, don't worry. I was more using that for like to explain. He should have access to Zenthon and Zenthon Titan, which is like the upgraded version. Which again, they are just more powerful things to add onto the debate. There is a Baku Nano. Baku Nanos are the advanced versions of the battle gears, which I believe gives slight buffs. He this is one of my favorite thing is the Pyros could technically get a shotgun in this fight.
What?
The Baku Nano he has is called Sonic Cannon, which in Japanese is Sonic Cannon, which is quite literally a shotgun that fires a laser.
Interesting.
And the dragon has the shotgun?
Yeah, it's something you can attach to your Bakugan when you fire them.
So, how does he hold the shotgun? He
His
doesn't...
hands! Look at his hands!
His hands are his wings.
He has hands.
They're so tiny.
Well, you can attach it to other Bakugan, you know?
I guess.
There's also battle gear as well. I don't know how much is useful here. Like there is the Jet Core, which is a dual cannon blaster that fires just energy at people and can freeze opponents. Like before the Jet Core goes off, it freezes you in place. And Drago himself actually did, when he evolved into his Lumino form, which is another form I'll bring up in a little bit, it changed its, it like upgraded itself because he's just that guy, right? Into the Axator gear, which can has an ability that it just kind of it has a heads or tails thing, which basically makes it's like if you land heads, your Bakugan gains a stat increase. If you roll get tails, nothing happens. Again, this is just touching the base in terms of what he has access to outside of Pyros. Obviously, Pyros is powerful and most, like, it's going to be his main one in the fight, but I feel like these are worth bringing up, you know? Yeah, I'm just, like, I can talk about the higher forms.
Is there anything left to talk about with abilities on Gingka's end?
Not really.
Okay. Then we want to wrap up on Drago's forms, I guess.
Does Gingka's, doesn't he have higher forms? Do they do anything special?
They're kind of permanent upgrades, but his most recent one, the Samurai Pegasus, it did change the Beyblade spirit to have like samurai armor and swords and stuff, but that's about it. Yeah, they are significantly stronger with each form. Cosmic Pegasus is the one we have the most info on because we don't. Jinga's not much in Shogun Steel, but he got Cosmic Pegasus after Galaxy Pegasus got infused with a star fragment, and this allowed him to help him beat Rago, who is the god of destruction, stuff like that, and who also beat Ryuga. I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, there's not much in terms of forms and stuff.
Fair enough. I will skip over some of the other forms that I don't really feel matter for this, like Cross, Helix, Lumio. Can you pull up the Fusion Dragonoid, please?
Alrighty then.
This is his most powerful form. This is why this is the only other one I have an image of. Because he becomes this thing.
He's become a Digimon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now, how do you think he's going to hold a shotgun now? So,
Oh no, he has
Fair enough.
arms. He could just grab the top.
in these other forms, there's a lot of things that I think are worth bringing up. Like in his infinity form. Yes, there was an infinity form. We don't have time to cover it. He gains basically every type of ability. So even though the rain would affect the fire one, he can use stuff like lunatic burst, aero dragon, which is the wind one, and like dives bomb, dive bleach, which he liquidates his body and then like seemingly teleports in front of you. It's really cool.
Jeez.
He has fire grandam, which is an earth one, not a fire one, funny enough. He heats his body up and produces a boomerang made of magma and throws it at his opponent. That's awesome, right?
That's pretty cool.
There are there's a few other ones. I think one of the most important ones are more of his like power absorption ones. Like in I forget which one of the forms it is. It's an attack where if hit, you drain the power of the individual and like add it onto yourself. Helix Shield is probably really important as well because basically Drago makes a circular barrier to block attacks while also increasing his Gs, which is like the power, like strength points, I believe, to match the power of his opponent. So even if we haven't really touched on physical stats yet, but even if Drago was weaker, he can catch up very easily. That's if he didn't also have something like Power Glazer, which allows him to increase his power by 500 Gs. Yeah. He also has more stuff that like power nullify. Blitz Reflector in his Blitz form allows him to make a barrier of fire that nullifies the opponent's abilities. Same with Titanium Screen, which is an energy shield, which blocks and then nullifies the opponent's abilities. Also, to circumvent the fire weakness as well, in his more powerful forms, he just fires plasma. Thor Buster, which is such a cool name, he shoots plasma from his mouth into the air, which then separates. It's like, Draco Meteor from the Pokemon anime.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's Draco Meteor. He has Revolutional, where he generates lenses and fires a beam of plasma that every time it hits a lens, it gets bigger. Meteor Screen, which makes a barrier of energy that covers his whole body, then nullifies and reflects the opponent's ability. A lot of nullification. There is Hyperdrive, which is one of my favorite ones, which is, you remember Charizard using Seismic Toss in the anime? This one is quite literally, after he makes physical contact, he drags them around, then drops them, then covers himself in fire, and then dives bomb the enemy.
God.
Similar to the move that Gingka has, kind of with the dive bomb part.
The dive bomb is crazy and amazing, and I love it. I think that's it to talk. Like, I don't really... Some of the stuff that I don't feel like I need to get into detail. Like, he can conjure his own sword. He can fire blasts of plasma from his wings, his mouth, his hands. Dragon Spur, he increases his speed and then charges an opponent and circles around them at like super speed to just kind of like confuse them. Like, it all becomes a lot of the same stuff eventually, you know? Like, Blitz Explosion is a fireball that he shoots like a Kamehameha. Blitz Wave is he draws light into his fist that makes his punch explode on impact. Lumos Reflector nullifies, transfers opponent's attack, and also nullifies attacks. Lumos Hammer flies into the opponent and then nullifies their attack. Lumios Furum flies into the air and decreases the opponent's power by 500. Lumios Wave nullifies his opponent's ability and gate card. It's a lot of nullification at some point. It all becomes the same. Do we want to touch on stats now?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Gilded just getting absolutely mocked by the Bakugan abilities.
It is exactly what happened with Ash versus Yugi.
I mean, like, I just looked into, and it's like he has so many, and it's not just him. It's like, yeah, even this stupid little dog thing can power nullify. It's a very common tactic. You talked about speed, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll bring it up again.
Yeah, so can you remind me of what you said for that?
All right. Do we want to play? Do you mind if we play the clip again?
Please
Again?
don't break my ears.
Yeah,
I
oh my god.
will try.
This is Pegasus.
He really doesn't want to let me mute it before it starts.
This is Storm Pegasus performing Galaxy Nova. Storm Pegasus was the weakest form of Pegasus. Later, casually do Galaxy Nova. As you can see here, for the move, he runs to another galaxy and then comes back in seconds. This was calculated to be 2 trillion times faster than light.
Wow.
Damn.
And that was one of the lower end feats, right? Because that wasn't even like its final form.
It should be much faster by the end of the series, since it can just casually do that. That for Storm Pegasus to do that, that took everything. But it can just casually do it as Samurai Pegasus, and other forms and other moves have done similar things.
So, interesting how you say about the lesser forms, you know. So in Infinity in his Infinity form, Drago traveled between universes by flying from the human world to the center of Vestoria. I don't have a video for this. I didn't get videos, unfortunately. But it's so funny because he goes, I need to go now. And then, like, it's like a PNG. You know the PNG of Immortal flying across the screen? It's just a Drago PNG. And given the size of the human world and the center, they're like 2 different universes, right? This either gets to 66 quadrillion to 133 quadrillion times the speed of light.
Jesus.
And this is in the Infinity form, which, despite the name, is like 5 forms before the one that I showed you at the end.
Oh, yikes.
Which I believe is a like 100 quadrillion times speed difference. I believe because it's 2 trillion, not quadrillion, so it's probably more, but like insane speed difference. Let's go into AP, shall we?
Okay.
Sure. Jinga's best defeated Rago, who defeated Ryuga. In a weaker form, Ryuga accidentally broke through an alternate realm with a black hole in it that controlled all space and time. You don't have to play the clip. It was just it's twisted tempo. We already know Moloch's
I'm
reaction.
gonna play the clip. I don't want to play the clip.
Okay, cool. You don't need to.
I also remembered the knocking off the Bakugan off the card doesn't work because they're no longer little circles when the fight starts.
So
That would-
Jinka's best chance is to jump down.
That would be really funny though, if it's like,
Dude.
yeah, like he goes to swoop down, but he gets knocked off the cart and he turns back into a ball, and he's like, "Well, you're fucked now, mate. Yeah, you're fucking squid out for all I care." And then the squid stops time like it's Dio, walks over.
But we mentioned the blog before for this matchup. The blog puts it at low multiversal, the Ryuga thing.
Okay.
Whoa.
Because the controls all space and time thing.
Yeah, I can
Right,
see.
right.
And
Because
to stand a chance here, I need to use the high ends.
fair enough. It's an
No, that's
alternative.
fair.
It's an alternative realm as well. To be fair, like it's not just the universe of like the main universe. It's an alternative realm as well. So like low
Yeah,
multiversal would
there's
make
a-
sense for at least it being 2 universes. You know?
Yeah, they do a lot of alternate dimension stuff. Some that Jinga has broke through power output, but the Twisted Temple one's the most impressive because of the
Yeah, no. I get that. Like I agree with that being low multiversal. Just at a look, obviously I haven't seen. While we're waiting, I will talk about Spit Arm, who is a stingray.
You give your AP arguments.
Wait, what are we waiting on?
Do you want me to give you my AP arguments?
just pull the
Yeah.
trigger.
Okay, so for low ends, Dan and Drago should be able to scale to the 6 legendary soldiers
There we go.
and like other Bakugan because they are like they are like the main people, you know. And he also absorbed the powers of the soldiers. Anyway, at a low end, characters like Apollino and Helios and Pharbos are capable of destroying the moon, while also able to create a pocket dimension with a sun inside it. There are also Juggernaut, which, funny enough, Juggernaut is also one that Dan has, was capable of shaking Vestoria, which is a multi-solar system level like place in terms of scale. Anyway, let's go into the multiversal feats, shall we? Yeah, I may as well.
Plural?
So Resonoid, which is another one of the like legendary kind of Bakugan, I believe. He's think of the most emo thing you can. That's what he looks like. He is the darkest one, and he owns that name. He was going to completely destroy 12 universes during his reign of terror, which isn't the only multiversal feat, funny enough. As can you bring up the image I sent you? I didn't send you the clip. It's the last image.
I think this one, right?
Yeah, it'd be the last one that it isn't the 2 forms. There's a thing going on here. It's kind of hard to explain. But basically, in his infinity form, Drago was able to fuse together all 6 attribute universes of Vestoria to create new Vestoria, which is he quite literally fused 6 universes together, right? He was also able to, in his Helix form, launch an attack that broke through the walls of the universe itself to attack another universe, which gets calced even higher than my previous speed calc at 129 quadrillion times the speed of light. So, should be stronger in terms of AP stuff as well. Yeah. That's it.
Fuck.
Well, dang.
I will say,
I mean, hey, man.
Jinka is older.
So he gets the skill category.
Probably skill is a little bit more.
It's
It's weird.
probably more experienced.
more experience.
What?
Like Dan has good experience with all and stuff, right?
I don't think we heard you on that one.
Yeah, your mic was.
Yeah, it probably would start to have issues right now. That would make sense. But what I'm basically trying to say is that, like, experience, yes, skill, I would argue, being somewhere near equal in terms of who they fought. Did you hear me that time?
Yeah.
Nobody said
Okay.
anything. I'm very scared.
Okay. What if Gingka just throws Pegasus at Dan?
I mean, like, sure, but I feel like Drago's going to step in at that point.
But like it's metal.
Sure, and then he just
give Dan a concussion.
he just. That's going to be even worse. That's going to be even worse for Gingka himself because Drago can just use the reflect attack. I just bounce.
Oh dang!
Pegasus back at 2 times the power.
Yeah, he really is the Ash in this scenario.
Oh my god! Yeah, hello. He is.
Pegasus,
This
let's
really-
do this. And then it's just, you activated my trap card.
Boom! Bounce back. Boom shakalaka.
Fuck it, black hole.
No.
I think that I didn't realize how accurate the description of late 2000s Ash versus Yugi was for this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Dang.
Robotalion will carry. He's just a Gundam. Tuskno? That's an elephant one. We all love Tuskno. Golem? Goram? He's never used in the anime, but he's there. He's owned. He's cool. Fear Ripper. I already talked about him. I think I'm ready to get into final arguments.
Okay.
This is a really short one, but also these two don't have a lot of content in terms of like things to talk about. I guess technically,
Especially against ability cards.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ability cards are like super. I do not remember them being that strong. I'll be honest. I don't remember that.
Gilded, I will be nice and let you go first.
Beyblade's still ongoing and Bakugan got discontinued.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yo.
So technically, I won in the end.
Good argument. All votes go to Beyblade.
That's crazy.
So, I'm ready to make my actual final argument.
I feel like all of this was your final argument.
That's how it is against me. So, outside of likely not having the experience advantage, I feel that Dan and Drago are kind of unstoppable here. They either, well, I'm not going to lie, they just trump in stats. They are at least 10 universes ahead and like 100 quadrillion times faster. Even if for some reason you can't see numbers, you know, maybe you don't buy the higher ends of Bakugan, that's fine. He has an ability to catch up with his shields that directly let him copy the power. He has a bigger army with way more use, with just way more useful abilities on the, you know, on the low, like his squid, which can freeze time, and his dog, which can, you know, power nullify you. Not to say that Drago does not have enough power nullification himself to fill up an entire room with. The fire counter with like the rain thing is, yep, that would definitely work. But as soon as he is in his more powerful forms, which I don't know if it's like an upgrade thing. I think he just like, he just becomes evolved at the end of the series, you know? He just starts using plasma and stuff. And I like Bakugan. Bakugan was the shit when you were a kid in my school. If you did not have Bakugan, you were fucking lame. It was my
Yes,
one.
sir.
Yes, sir, Warlock. Yes, sir. Who wins between Gingka and Ash?
Honestly,
They glazed the hell out of Ash and Ash versus Yugi, and yet Jinka still scales higher.
yeah.
It might be another situation where I think like Ash might have really good hacks.
Wasn't Ash but like 5D?
Oh yeah.
If you buy that scaling,
I don't buy it personally. For Ash, at least.
yeah.
For no problem with Beyblade.
Anyway, do we want to put the poll up and then have the jury take their votes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use that time to grab some real quick.
This was a fun bonus cast. I love Bakugan. This was a fun debate.
Yeah.
I mean, I did not remember Bakugan having this many abilities, though, man. I did not remember this at all.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Who wants to go first to tell us who you're voting for?
I'll go ahead, Table.
Yeah. I really want to be funny and say Beyblade because the Bey controls space and time, but honestly, the end of that was kind of really, really bad for Gingka.
I couldn't do much.
Yeah, it kind of seems like Dan just has more stuff to do and also just has all the stats. But you know what I'm gonna say? Jinka is sure to win because his intelligence is superior. So
That's crazy.
This
Monarch,
is what he does every day.
that's one vote for Dan.
no, yeah, vote for Dan. Yes.
Monarch.
I know I pulled out the Bakugan earlier, but I do have a whole box of Beyblade somewhere. I haven't been able to find it, but yeah. Listen, I feel like against most other 2000s children's toy anime, Beyblade is pretty cracked. This is just not the fight for them. This just was not their fight. So I'm gonna have to give it to Bakugan. I'm giving it to Dan.
Before the poll ends, I'm just show some things. Ignore the mask. I couldn't have my usual fighting stuff, but
What the heck is that?
I found it on the floor when I
Horrifying!
was in high school.
Horrifying.
But we got Storm Pegasus here,
Nice.
Galaxy,
Nice.
and Cosmic. They're a
Oh, I
big
used to
difference.
have Cosmic.
That thing's a beast.
My boy is getting cooked. One of the people in the comments said.
All right, I'm just gonna end the poll because we got most of the votes in, and
Yeah, I stood no chance.
with 100% of the vote,
Wait,
That's-
hang on. Oh, I was like, did YouTube take the 1%? It does that sometimes.
oh no, with 100% of the vote, Dan wins in a landslide.
Yeah.
Yay!
Too many abilities. Way too many abilities. Holy.
So
Despite-
bad. Even if Dan didn't take the stat trinity, I would have lost because of those abilities.
Having stuff like a shield that, like having a shield that busts up your, like bumps up your stats to reach the other individual, or like all the power nullification was so stupid. I was reading
Yeah.
through, I was like, nullifies the ability, nullifies the ability, nullifies the ability. Despite what the debate, might have looked at from the outside, this is a really fun matchup. This is
It's
it's amazing.
like I said, it has to be the new Ash versus Yugi.
Yeah.
No, I guess there's nothing.
Well, no, the actual new Ash versus Yugi is Yugi versus Wolfblick.
But,
No one knows Wolfblick. I thought I would get more laughter from that one.
No.
Yeah, we don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's the best VGC player
Oh,
of like all the.
Oh,
He's the guy who does the
Oh.
funny parish
Oh, what-
strats.
Yeah, no, I get that. But this is really fun. Beyblades is a really funny verse to cover on like a versus thing. I feel like with an episode like this, it would be one where people are like, they're just fucking like Monarch, you were like, I don't remember Bakugan getting this fucking crazy with like
Yeah, I
busting
did.
12
Yeah.
universes. So this would definitely be one to like look at. I would like to see deeper research on these two because there's a blog, really good blog and stuff. But I
yeah,
had
I've
to
been
do
sourcing it too.
I had to do a lot of my outside research in terms of like the other Bakugan that Dan had because they weren't covered at all.
There
Which,
was
hey, Brought something new.
before that blog came out, there was a time when I was slowly rewatching each episode.
Mm.
God, some of the censorship was bullshit.
Oh, I want to hear this. Give us
Like,
a good
there's-
one.
Like, the one that I always think of when I think of censorship with Beyblade, there's this one guy who was like eating like a salad and like with like chicken and stuff and like drinking wine with it. And the dub is like, eating a pepperoni pizza with a fork and knife is far more civilized than eating with your hands. And this glass of orange juice is a perfect complement to the tangy tomato sauce.
Ew.
I was expecting the wine to be censored. I was not expecting the salad to be censored.
They didn't even change it. It just looked the exact same.
Why?
I'll
Yeah.
have to post a clip of it if I can find it. But
I like. I guess we should say goodbye now.
I found it. I found it. Do you think you could try to get it on the stream real
Oh,
quick
yeah, hang
before
on,
we
let me see if I
go?
can-
I will actually say something because if I don't, Sherm will kill me. No, he won't, but he would appreciate if I promoted the next cast coming up, which
Oh.
I am stalling for because I remember it's on Sunday, right? No, it's on Friday.
I
Yes.
sent it in the channel.
Yes, it is Friday. There is going to be another cast on Friday the 13th. It's not
Oh, yeah.
anything scary, unfortunately.
Oh,
It is Sash Lilac versus Shantae.
Yep,
Table,
that
you're
one's-
debating that one,
Yep,
aren't you?
that one's me. I'm the one doing Shantae, so
try to find a way to bring up Moses. That usually helps.
You'll also have Plime on it,
yeah.
so he'll be there. You'll
Yeah.
also have a bunch of other people. This was one that Gilded suggested in doing as a bonus cast.
Mainly because
Yeah.
we were fresh off the heels of the Ryuga cast and also Ash vs. Yugi.
Hmm.
Yeah. So this only took time because we have all been very busy.
Yeah.
And information on these two were pretty limited. But yeah, I mean, like, hey, there's like, what is it? 6 people watching. Leave in the comments a future bonus cast you want to do. Maybe even leave a bracket idea because me and Sherm want to do more of those. Because that was really funny trying to figure out which fictional Santa was most powerful. Oh my gosh!
Oh
I'm
my
scared.
God.
Oh, you got the clip.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. Continue your thing. I was
No,
trying
it's
to
okay. I
pause it.
finished it now.
Okay.
Play us off.
Okay.
Orchid sense. Damn.
Exquisite. Most delicious.
It's a little too much.
Eating a pepperoni pizza with a knife and fork is so much more civilized than eating with one's hands. And this orange juice is a perfect complement to the tangy tomato sauce. May I present to
It is not even a pizza. Oh my god.
I don't know what that shit is, but it's definitely not a pizza.
No,
Anyway,
you gotta understand that the American children will be too confused by salad.
salad. Yeah,
You need
Play us
true
off,
American
Mabel.
pizza.
play us off.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Hope see some people for our early cast on Friday, and be very excited for the upcoming Shantae getting Goku scaling, which is totally a real thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, she scales to Goku and Superman, so, you know, be ready for that. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.